Yes, respected youngsters, welcome. Receive hearty salutations, receive hearty gratitudes, receive hearty congratulations. Receive. Together, let us pray to the Divine that these sittings of ours should become in many ways useful both for you, me, and the world at large, to our Bharata Mata, Sanatana Dharma, all humanity, and all living beings. Welcome, like every day. Today also we have 7 things to do: the common sense thought, the Sankalpa, Sahana Bhavatu, Vedic chanting, Geetha, Valmiki Ramayana, and Mundaka Upanishad. Last Khanda, the second one of the third Mundaka, will start. And wish a very happy new month. Months come and go, years come and go. Time never stops. What best you have done in that time decides what you are going to get in future. These are all things you anyway know it. Now, in today's common sense thought, the first topic of the day, quickly we go through. What is it? First and foremost, realize that we are not animals. Realize that we are not birds. Realize that we are not plants. We are not reptiles. We are not insects. Please realize it. Therefore, please first and second thing we have to realize is we are human beings. How much deeply you are aware of it. You know, like we are aware, I am a Hindu, not other. I am a man, not women. I am a doctor, not a patient. We are aware of it, no? This is my house, not that one. You go to your house only. Clear. In the same way, we are not animals, we are human beings. पहले उसको महसूस करो, feel करो. Okay. Point one. Second, then what's the difference between the human and animal? We have to again take this point very deeply sincerely, not brush aside. आप जो भी पूछते हो हम सबको उसका जवाब पता है. फिर भी जवाब पता है लेकिन उसके जो फायदा होना है वैसे तो नहीं पता है ना. इसलिए think seriously, think deeply. What makes us different from the animal? Some things are common and some things are not. Common things are they have body, we have body, they have senses, we have senses, they have mind, we have mind. The uncommon thing is they don't have, but we have a special quality called as buddhi. Therefore, I am not animal, I am human being. That has it has got no buddhi, I have a buddhi. Up to these 2 points are understood. Third one, even though we are given the buddhi, yet we don't use it and live life only at the body, mind, sense level, like animal, then we are animal only. Like you are given 10,000 rupees, you are a beggar, or I am a beggar, I am given 10,000. If still I am begging, then what is the use of the 10,000? फायदा नहीं ना उसका, then I am beggar only. So too, as a human being, we are given intellect, yet we don't use it. Then no difference between us and the animals. Be clear about this thought also. Point two. Point three is what? Then what for the intellect is given? We must know. Then use it for that purpose. Intellect is given for only one purpose of gaining jnanam, knowledge. Therefore, that human being who is not using intellect, therefore who is not having knowledge, therefore who is not living life according to the knowledge, but living life according to the emotions of the mind, the instincts of the mind, the demands of the sense organs, the necessities, compulsions of the body. He is animal only in the human body. And we all have come from animals, most of us, therefore, because of that samskara for a sufficient period of time, we live like animals only. But we should not continue. Okay. So how many things are understood? First, we are not animals. Second, we are human beings. Third, what differentiates between them and us is buddhi. Fourth, having buddhi but not used is still animal. Fifth, therefore you have to use buddhi for buddhi. Sixth, what for the buddhi is given is knowledge. Therefore, gain knowledge is the buddhi. That's why in the science so many knowledges are gained. It's going on, growing, going on, growing. So here what we talk about is this buddhi which has to gain knowledge. If it gains the knowledge under the authority of Shastras, that jnana will be of highest use. Shastras are two types. One is Adhyatmika Shastra, second is the Bhautika Shastras. Bhautika Shastras, anyway, your buddhi is gaining that jnanam, therefore, you are able to make your life comfortable that way. You know, so many other jnanams you have of the world. We talk about the Adhyatmika Shastras today. Therefore, reverse pado, using the buddhi, going to the Guru, from him studying the Adhyatmika Shastras and gaining that knowledge and living life according to that knowledge, not according to instincts, impulses, is called as human life meant for evolution, guaranteed for evolution. तो ये बात कोई नहीं पढ़ा रहे हमको ना स्कूल में ना कॉलेज में ना कहीं भी अब करे क्या We are teaching, but you don't want to listen. You are not regular. You are not serious. You are not sincere. मैं तो बोलता जाऊंगा मैं तो हर दिन क्लास माई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट yesterday was a golden day 31st July 666 तीन छक्के वाला दिन 666 days today 667 days okay now when we as a human beings have to go to the guru and under his guidance must study shastra to gain the jnanam and live life according to the jnanam for our own betterment evolution what jnanam the shastra gives shastras give more lot of knowledges for our use and utility and convenience. I call it as five jnanams shastras give. Guru gives. Those five jnanams we have to gain with the buddhi and help ourselves by living according to the gained jnanam. Okay. First one. The first one is, as a human being with the intellect given, थोड़ा भी शर्म है तो थोड़ा भी दिमाग अकल है तो ना गाली दे रहा हूं मैं we as a human being, first and foremost, should not be suffering or miserable in life. Because we don't come to become miserable. No. We should not suffer. We should not become miserable as a human being. Clear? We should not suffer. As a human being, we should never suffer. दुख का लेश मात्र भी क्लेश का लेश मात्र भी नहीं होना चाहिए as a human being. But still we are suffering or not, day in and day out. Let us analyze it. What is analysis? So simple. That dukkha, that misery, that suffering, please understand, it is an effect. It is an effect. कार्य कहते हैं इंग्लिश में हिंदी में संस्कृत में and no effect can be there without the cause. Therefore, the Shastra gives us the first jnanam of the effect of the misery and dukkha which we go through. Sorry, the effect, the misery and dukkha, and its cause, the Shastra tells us. Therefore, our job is to study that portion of the Shastra where the cause of dukkha is very clearly told, and that cause we have to consciously, deliberately eliminate, remove, take away from our life, throw it away from our life. So, therefore, what Shastra says is for the effect called as dukkha and misery, which we should not suffer unnecessarily, the cause of it is called as our own a way of lifestyle, which is technically called as the unrighteousness and sinfulness. संस्कृत में अधर्म and papa. Therefore, adharma and papa is the karana, dukkha is the karya. A human being who goes to Guru and studies Shastras, first he should study this. Deeply study this. And he should feel that I am a human being, I should not suffer. If I should not suffer the misery, dukkha, which is an effect, the cause of it called as papa, dharma, I should not do even a little also throughout my day and throughout my life. अब ये नॉलेज कहाँ दे रहे, किसको है ये ज्ञान पूर्ण तरह? Sometimes some must have this knowledge to tell others. But in our own lives concerned, from morning we get up at 6 up to evening 10, 11. How many of the sins, how many of the dharma we are doing, all of them are investments for tomorrow's misery. Like today I am miserable, if at all, is only I have done the papa dharma in the past. Today, if I do the papa dharma, कल के दिन लगेगा डंडा, जब करते जाओ पूरा पाप एंड अधर्म. इट्स अ ग्रेट एंटरटेनमेंट टू ऑल ऑफ अस. जब डंडे लगते हैं तुमको एंड चिल्लाते रहोगे, वी विल एंजॉय इट. Because we will not sympathize with the animals or the muraka people who are given human being, given buddhi, who are having the Guru Shastra available, and we don't want to understand about the cause of dukkha as papa, and who don't want to drop or give up that adharma and papa from their life. उन cartoons को देखकर हंसना ही चाहिए. Not that we have to sympathize. Never ever sympathy from now onwards to any miserable fellow. इसको और दो थप्पड़ देना. बेवकूफ, दिस मिजरी इज एन इफेक्ट, इट इज कॉज्ड बाय योर पापा. आप शर्म करना, लाइक डोंट डू द पापा फ्रॉम नाउ ऑनवर्ड्स. फर्स्ट ज्ञानम शास्त्र गिव्स वेरी क्लियर what is the cause of dukkha misery called as papa and dharma. This is the don't do that. Okay, adharma is simple, not doing what we are supposed to do. With that the dukkha comes is you are removed from the job. You are not given opportunity anywhere because you are not doing what's supposed to be done. Adharma. What is papa? Be very clear. I'll not tell you 2562 things, only one. Wherever, because of our bodily action, vocal words, mind's thoughts, intellectual works, somebody else, some other living being is given dukkha or misery, that doing pida to others is called papa. Simple definition. पापाय परपीडनम. दूसरों को पीड़ा पहुंचाना फॉर योर सेल्फिशनेस, फॉर योर अग्रेंडाइजमेंट, फॉर योर ईगो, फॉर योर satisfaction, that's called papa. Whether you are doing that harm to another human being, fellow human being, or animal, or a bird, anything it is, it's called papa. For whatever you do self, like an army soldier killing the terrorists, it is not papa because he is not doing it for selfish purpose. It's to defend the country from the enemies. That doesn't come under the papa. But other things where we, because of our selfishness, do harm to others, that's papa. Main example I'll give is a tiger lion chasing a deer and eating is not papa. Because उसका तो nature है, उसको तो नॉनवेज खाना है, तो it will hunt. And that's why it only hunts and eats. Other than that, it doesn't have any hatred to any other deers and all. खाना पेट भर गया तो आगे घूमते रहेंगे, it won't even look at them. But human beings, we have the alternative food of eating grains और सब्जी, सब फल खा सकते हैं ना. पर उसको छोड़कर हमारे खुशी के लिए, सुख के लिए या टंग टेस्ट, when you kill the animals which are miserable, उसको हम दुख पहुंचा, ये महापाप है. और इसका फल मिलेगा फिर आगे जाकर दुख के रूप में, हमको भी खाकर जाएंगे कोई. इस वजह से कोई तुमको काट के खा रहे हैं तो हाउ डू यू फील? You have a consciousness in you, you have an ego in you. You don't want others to kill and eat you, na? So then same every animal thinks so. Some faltu religions, they talk about this our right to eat animal and all. It is not applicable to human beings. Those thinkings, they are all dushta rakshas. How can the dushta rakshas as an authority of jnanam? Full stop. Now, no discussion or argument on this topic. In my understanding, anybody eating non-veg is a papatma. That's it. Because directly or indirectly, for him, his sake, an animal is killed. Full stop. You don't generalize this topic. Don't talk about the society, the world. These people eat, then doctors recommend. All that's nonsense. हमको उसमें फंसना नहीं. मैं तो मेरे क्लास में हर बच्चों को कहता हूँ, डोंट डू दैट पापा, दैट्स ऑल. एंड आफ्टर टेलिंग आई लीव इट, यथेच्छित तथा करो, तुम्हारी मर्जी. सच सेंसिटिव थिंग्स ना यू कांट आर्ग्यू और डिस्कस. जस्टिफिकेशन होता है कि फिर प्लांट्स आल्सो हैव द लाइफ, देन वी आर किलिंग देम एंड ईटिंग. नो, they don't have that much of ego to feel hurt, etc. Like the animals. Animals are evolved. Therefore, you can't kill them. In them, there is individuality, more surviving thing and all. Then there's a but दो राजा लोग खाते थे. अगर बाबा फंसो मत इन सब में. For you to have a non-veg, an animal has to be killed. Killing the animal is a papa. उसका असर तुमको होगा. हम ये कह रहे बस. What logics we talk, what all examples we give, which are only justifications. The one who doesn't want to understand. We are talking sublime thought. That's why every class, every satsang is not for everyone. Some only deserving people, chosen few only, it will be there. है ना? Like Desha Bhakti. You can't talk Desha Bhakti to very selfish fellows. The fellows who, on the name of selfishness and even religion, they do harm to our country. You can't talk to them Desha Bhakti. They don't deserve it. In the same way, these things are not for all. Only matured, sensitive people. Those who want to evolve. उनके लिए. So example I gave you. पीड़ा करना दूसरों के लिए पाप है रे बाबा. That gives dukkha. Shastra tells us. Therefore, we have studied Shastra under the Guru. We understood the cause of the effect called as dukkha is called the papa dharma. Then papa is giving dukkha to others for our own selfishness. From now onwards, we will not harm anyone. Kaya vacha manasa. To that day when you troubled your parents, gave them dukkha, but by your talking against them or talking shoutingly to them, you have done papa. उसका कल डंडा कहीं ना कहीं मिलेगा. और चलते चलते पत्थर लेके कुत्ते को मारा, उसको चोट लगा, दुखी हो गया, वो पाप है. फिर इट विल, दैट विल कम बैक टू यू समडे. चलते चलते बना कोई रीजन का, यू प्लक्ड अ ट्री, अ ब्रांच ऑफ इट. द ट्री नेवर न्यू इट, यू आर डूइंग इट. इट सेज एनी आई एम गिविंग यू शैडो, आई एम गिविंग यू फ्रूट्स एंड फ्लावर्स, वेजिटेबल्स, वो खा लो तुम. कैसे मेरे को तोड़ा तुमने? वो ये दुख है वो. फल फूल टेक, ट्री गिव्स, इट हैज नो प्रॉब्लम, बट यू कांट कट इट unnecessarily, then that is a papa. वो खुजली छोड़ देना हमको. We have to leave it. Any animal, any bird, any human, any plant, किसी को हमें स्वार्थ के लिए कोई हिंसा नहीं करना. ईटिंग वीटिंग ओके, जिंदगी तो चलना है. This is the first thing the Shastra teaches us. Clear? Second is what? As a human being, we also have to be happy, not only dukhi. दुख को छोड़ना है. Not only we should be free from misery, we should be happy also. Because animals can never be miserable, can never be happy because they are that way intellectless. But उसका शरीर को जब घाव लगता है वो तो पेन वो अलग होता है. But we have to be happy also, you know. Then again the happiness sukha is also an effect. Shastras when you study they tell us, Bhaya this effect called as happiness, to gain that there are causes. Therefore actually exactly like this. The cause of the happiness, therefore, are the dharma and the punya. Dharma, you know what you have to do at every place according to your positioning. That's called as the cause of sukha, the dharma. क्योंकि प्रॉपरली ऑफिस में नौकरी कर रहे हो तो सैलरी मिलता रहेगा, प्रमोशन भी होएगा, नेम फेम भी होएगा. यू आर डूइंग योर धर्म. प्लस मोर देन दैट, what is the meaning of punya, which is a cause of sukha in future, is just like para apakara was the dharma or papa, para upakara is the punya. Clear? para upakara punyaya papaya parapedanam. दूसरों को पीड़ा करना पाप है, तो दूसरों को उपकार करना, सेवा करना, सुख देना इज पुण्य. दिस विल बी a punya investment for you to get sukha tomorrow. Shastra teaches us. Therefore, if as a human being, we must go to Guru and Shastra. From them, with in our buddhi, we have to gain the knowledge of cause both of sukha and dukkha. And dukkha cause we have to give up, sukha cause we have to do. Therefore, two things. Not even one day throughout that there is one sin also we are not committing. papa and adharma, and every day we must try maximum to do the punya, wherein we do the upakara to others, so that our future will be ensured with sukha. In that punya karma, out of so many, dana is the greatest. In the dana, out of so many, anna dana and vidya dana are great. Like that, so many other things. Therefore, like a भोगी एंड कामी, हाउ टू गेट मनी फ्रॉम अदर्स करके ऐसा पाप करता हुआ अपना फ्यूचर दुख को तैयार कर रहा है, so do you and I as a human beings wanting to evolve should always look up for opportunities and create opportunities to go on doing the punya as per our efforts capacity. And the money related punya is limited. Everybody may not have the money, but lots of other punyas you can do. You can talk to somebody, console somebody, give some sympathy, empathy, isn't it? You can give an advice to them. Physically also you can go and help them. ये सारा पुण्य है where money is not required. You can pray. Like I am closing eyes and praying. All my dearest children who are attending these Geetha classes, oh Lord, give them such great wisdom that they don't take any wrong decisions in life. Every time they right decision they take, they execute them. Each of them should grow in their life, outer and inner. Oh Bhagwan, please bless them. This prayer of mine is a punya karma done by me. कोई खर्चा नहीं है उसका. So to the entire world should be free from poverty. All beings should get their 2 times meal every day minimum. They should be healthy. Oh Lord bless. ये पुण्य कर्म हो गया मेरा, खर्चा नहीं है उसमें. Through prayers you can do punya karma. Monetarily you can do karma. By talking you can do punya karma. By doing seva you can do it. Continuously keep doing punya. So out of 5, the jnanams the Shastra teaches, 2 to be told you, they are purely worldly. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Samasta Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidyacharya ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद् गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थम श्रुतिस्मृति पुराण इतिहासोक्त भगवद भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरु देवता दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्त्यर्थम तत्रोक्त साध्य साधनानुसिद्ध्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृते सांप्रदायना मोक्ष मार्गाण भक्ति ज्ञान योग वेदांतादि प्रक्रियाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य आदि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्ण समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयागादि साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरे स्थित समस्त शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थम भारतवर्षे विश्वे च सनातन धर्मस्य पूर्णरूपेण संप्रतिष्ठार्थम विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां युवानां सत्कर्म संकल्पित सत्कर्म दिग्विजयार्थम तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भक्ति भगवत भक्ति गुरुभक्ति माता पितृभक्ति शास्त्र भक्ति सत्संग भक्ति साधना भक्ति सेवा भक्ति धर्म भक्ति सनातन धर्म भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये शांति मंत्रोच्चारणं वेद पारायणं श्रीमद् भगवद गीता षोडशोध्याय से पारायण अध्ययनं श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि रामायण अयोध्या कांड शततम सर्गे कच्चित् सर्गे श्री रामायणोक्त राजनीति धर्माणाम् अध्ययनम् अथर्वण वेदांतर्गत मुंडकोपनिषद तृतीय खंडस्य तृतीय मुंडकस्य द्वितीय खंडस्य पारायणम् अर्थाविष्करणं वयं सर्वे भक्ति ज्ञान विवेक वैराग्यादीनाम् अभिवृद्धि द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम मोक्षार्थम सनातन धर्म भारत वर्षार्थम विश्व कल्याणार्थम करिष्यामहे. संकल्प. ओम 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 सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांतिः शांतिः शांतिः. ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. 3 things are done. 4th one, Vedic chanting for 8 minutes. ओम श्री 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 वेदमात्रे नमः। अथ श्री कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणस्य पारायणं तृतीयाष्टके नवम प्रपाठकः। अथ नारायण बा द्विपञ्चाशत्तम मन्त्रात् आरभ्य 52 onwards। ओम अभवा एतस्मात् श्रीराष्ट्रं ग्रामधि योऽश्वमेधे न यजते ब्राह्मणौ वीणागातिनौ गायतः श्रिया वा एतद्ध्रुवं यद्वीणा श्रियमेवास्मिन् दत्तः यदा खलु वै पुरुषः श्रियमश्नुते वीणास्मै वाद्यते तदाहुः यदुवौ ब्राह्मणौ गायेतां प्रभ्रगं सुखास्मा श्री श्री स्यात् न वै ब्राह्मणे श्रीरमत इति ब्राह्मणोऽन्यो गायेत् राजन्योऽन्यः ब्रह्म वै ब्राह्मणः क्षत्रगं राजन्यः तथा हास्य ब्रह्मणा च क्षत्रेण चोभयतः श्रीः परिगृहीता भवते तदाहुः यदुवौ दिवा गायेताम् आपास्माद् राष्ट्रं क्रामेद् न वै ब्राह्मणे राष्ट्रगं रमत इति यदा खलु वै राजा कामयते अथ ब्राह्मणं जीनाति दिवा ब्राह्मणो गायेद् नक्तगं राजन्यः ब्रह्मणो वै रूपमः क्षत्रस्य रात्रिः तथा हास्य ब्रह्मणा च क्षत्रेण शोभयतो राष्ट्रं परिगृहीतं भवते इत्यदथा इत्यजथा इत्यपच इति ब्राह्मणो गायेत् इष्टापूर्तं वै ब्राह्मणस्य इष्टापूर्ते नैवैनगं स समर्थयते इत्यजिना इत्ययुध्यथा इत्यमुगं सङ्क्रामहन्निति राजन्यः युद्धं वै राजन्यस्य युद्धे नैवैनगं समर्थयते अक्लुप्ता वा एतस्यर्तव इत्याहुः योऽश्वमेधेन यजत इति तिस्रोऽन्यो गायति तिस्रोऽन्यः षट् सम्पद्यन्ते षड्वा ऋतवः ऋतूनेवास्मै कल्पयतः ताभ्यागं स्रग्गस्मायाम् अनो युक्ते च शते च ददाते शतायुः पुरुषः शतेन्द्रियः आयुष्येवेन्द्रिये प्रतितिष्ठते गायेतां क्रौमेद् ब्राह्मणस्य कल्पयतश्चत्वारि च सर्वेषु एषु लोकेषु मृत्यवोऽन्वायत्ताः तेभ्यो यदाहुतिर्न जुहुयात् लोके लोक एनं मृत्युर्विन्देत् मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहेत्यपि पूर्वमाहुतिर्जुहोति लोकाल्लोकादेव मृत्युमवयजते नैनं लोके लोके मृत्युर्विन्दते यदमुष्मै स्वाहामुष्मै स्वाहेति जुह्वत्सञ्चक्षीत बहुं मृत्युममित्रं कुर्वीत मृत्यवे स्वाहेत्येकस्मा एवैकान् जुहुयात् एको वा अमुष्मिन् लोके मृत्युः अशनाया मृत्युरेव तमेवामुष्मिन् लोके वयजते भ्रूणहत्यायै स्वाहे त्यवभृत आहुतिञ्जुहोदे भ्रूणहत्यामेवावयजते तदाहुः यद्भ्रूणहत्या पात्र्याथ कस्माद्यज्ञेऽपि क्रियत इति अमृत्युर्वा अन्यो भ्रूणहत्याया इत्याहुः भ्रूणहत्या वावमृत्युरिति यद्भ्रूणहत्यायै स्वाहेत्यवभृत आहुतिञ्जुहोति मृत्युमेवाहुत्या तर्पयित्वा परिपाणं कृत्वा भ्रूणग्ने भेषजं करोते एतागं हवै मुण्डिव औदन्यवः भ्रूणहत्यायै प्रायश्चित्तिं विधाञ्चकार यो हास्यापि प्रजायां ब्राह्मणगं हन्ते सर्वस्मै तस्मै भेषजं करोते जुम्बकाय स्वाहेत्यवभृत उत्तमामाहुतिं जुहोते वरुणो वै जुम्भकः अन्तत एव वरुणमवयजते खलतेर्विक्लिधस्य शुक्लस्य पिङ्गाक्षस्य मूर्धं जुहोति एतद्वै वरुणस्य रोमं रूपेणैव वरुणमवयजते लोके मृत्युर्जुहोति मूर्धन जुहोति द्वे च ओम शांति शांति शांति. Wonderful. Now Bhagavad Gita 16th chapter 21st shloka. Bhagwan is telling us about the three gateways for Naraka and the three things of our destruction. अब सुन लो, एंटर करो नरक में. अभी अभी पढ़ भी रहे थे हम. द कारण ऑफ द दुख. दिस इज द कंटिन्यूएशन ऑफ दैट. वो खुला है, खुल्लम खुल्ला नरक का द्वार. एंटर करो बाई डूइंग दिस थ्री नॉनसेंसेस. एंड दो थ्री नॉनसेंसेस पक्का गारंटी, शुड नेवर हैव एनी डाउट दैट दे विल डिस्ट्रॉय यू. पक्का. That's the mantra we are studying, and we are here to deeply analyze those three things. What are they? First, let's chant the mantra again 4 times. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. श्रीमद् भगवद गीता अथ षोडशोऽध्यायः. दैवासुर संपद विभाग योगः. एकविंशतितमः श्लोकः. श्री भगवानुवाच त्रिविधं नरकस्येदं द्वारं नाशनमात्मनः कामक्रोधस्तथा लोभः तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यजेत्. त्रिविधं नरकस्येदं द्वारं नाशनमात्मनः कामः क्रोधस्तथा लोभः तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यजेत्. त्रिविधं नरकस्येदं द्वारं नाशनमात्मनः कामः क्रोधस्तथा लोभः तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यजेत्. त्रिविधं नरकस्येदं द्वारं नाशनमात्मनः कामः क्रोधस्तथा लोभः तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यजेत्. First, what we said yesterday before, the main carry home meaning of this shloka. Then analyzing one by one. We started analysis yesterday. The take home meaning, literal we said last 2 days. Today also we say. What is that? These three durgunas of kama, the desire and lust, krodha, the anger and wrath, lobha, the greed and miserliness. These three are Trividham Narakasya Dwaram. They are the gateways for entrance. Okay, gateways, entrances for the Naraka. Remember, you like it or not, you believe it or not, you want it or not, nobody will care. This is the rule. These three are the entrances for the Naraka, the Kama, Krodha, Lobha. Narakasya Dwaram. Point 1. 2. Atmanaha Nashanam. It will destroy one. What is Atma? What is Naraka? I have explained. Again, I will not tell you. But the main point is, if you have Kama, if we have Krodha, if we have Lobha, we have very good passport, entrance, visa, ticket for entering. We will be so beautifully welcomed to the Naraka Loka with all the dukkha. And these three are also cause for your every type of destruction. Atmanashanam. From the Adhyatmika point of view, Atmanashanam. For your Vyaktitva Vikasa point of view, Atmanashanam. For your own health, etc., destruction, Atmanashanam. In the society, you lose your job, etc., Atmanashanam. You lose the friends, relatives, and other human beings and are left lonely. That also is Atmanashanam. For all this destruction of oneself, the Trividha is the Karana, that Kama, Krodha, Lobha. So while alive, Atmanashanam, after death, taken to the Naraka. Therefore, the reverse of it. If you don't want to Naraka Dukkhas and you want Swargadi Sukha, and if you don't want the Atmanashanam and you want Atma Vikasam, first is Tasmad Etat Trayan Tejet. Ruthlessly, strongly, with all efforts. Tejet, give up these three Durgunas from your heart. अब देखो, मिठाई खाते जाओ, चावल खाते जाओ, शुगर बढ़ता रहेगा, पहला किडनी, बाद में लिवर, सब सत्यानाश हो जाएगा. डॉक्टर ने कह दिया. इंडोक्राइनोलॉजिस्ट. अब हो गया बात. आत्मनाशन नरक द्वार. टू मच ऑफ ईटिंग शुगर बिकॉज योर डायबिटिक. फिर भी मैं खाऊंगा. अब खा के मरो यार, लाइफ तुम्हारा है. सो पाप, ये काम क्रोध लोभ आर सच दुर्गुणास that will give me give the hell to destroy oneself. So give it up. No, I don't want to give up. I can't give up. And then suffer. Go to hell. Who says? कहते हुए ना घर में गालियां देते, गो टू हेल, जा नरक. यू गो. तो तुम्हारी मर्जी है. कैन इट बी आल्टर? नो, इट कांट बी आल्टर्ड. प्लीज फुल स्टॉप. और कुछ पूछो. आत्मा का नाश, नरक द्वार ओपन when you do the three things of kama krodha lobha. Okay, you do it or not do it, that's your choice, but don't try to change the definition there. Don't try to alter the thought. The world works like that. कोई भी कामी क्रोधी लोभी है, उसका आत्मनाश सर्वनाश हो जाएगा और नरक जाएगा. फुल स्टॉप. त्रिविधम नरकस्येदं द्वारम आत्मनः. इदं नरकस्य द्वारं त्रिविधम आत्मनः नाशनम. What is that? Kamah, Krodha, Tatha, Lobha. Tasmat, because it is Atmanashana Karana, because it is the gateway for the hell, एतत्रयम तस्माद एतत्रयम त्यजेत. हमने तो सजेशन दे दिया. भगवान कृष्ण कह रहे, व्यास जी कह रहे, गीता माता कह रही है, एवरी ऑफ द ऋषि मुनिज आर टेलिंग अस, वी हैव टोल्ड यू बाबा, how to avoid naraka, how to avoid self-destruction. How? By avoiding the kama, krodha, lobha. ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਹੈ कि गल कैसे समझोगे, उन्होंने प्रैक्टिस कैसे करोगे, बाहर कैसे आओगे. आप लाइफ लॉन्ग लगाओ उसमें. दिस द टेक होम पॉइंट मेन. नाउ द एनालिसिस एस्पेक्ट. वन वी हैव टोल्ड यू, कामा fulfilled becomes lobha, kama unfulfilled becomes krodha. Krodha, lobha together deludes our mind, intellect. From the delusion, we lose the wisdom, the context, the people around us. Then we exactly behave wrongly. That's how we become that becomes the cause for naraka to us. काम क्रोध लोभ कैसे नरक के द्वार बनते हैं? क्योंकि काम से क्रोध अगर नहीं फुलफिल हुआ तो काम से लोभ अगर फुलफिल हुआ. लोभ एंड क्रोध क्रिएट द delusion. Delusion makes us lose our wisdom and identity and the entire purpose or the context with which, under the powerful influence of kama and krodha, we do, or even lobha, the negative activities, पाप कर्म, वो जाकर के हमको नरक का द्वार खोल देता है. So this is how it happens. We have told. Now again come back to the point one. What exactly is kamana? Genesis of kamana we are discussing. We have shared all this yesterday. I am repeating. First point is what? The sense of incompleteness, lacuna or lacking. From that, the desire of completeness comes. The desire of completeness is called desire. Coming from the sense of incompleteness, unfulfilledness, emptiness, lacking. The sense of incompleteness leads to the desire of completeness. Then, to get that completeness in us, of what thing we desire, depends on our vasanas, depends on mind's imaginations, depends on what is presented by the world of things and beings. ये कल इतना पूरा हमने कर दिया. Today I told you, we will explain to you the illogicity of desire and its fulfillment. Then how to go beyond that also we will tell you. Not difficult to understand, not very difficult to understand, little difficult. So the illogicity क्या है of the desire fulfillment is, where is the desire? It is in the mind as a thought. Where is the object? It is outside in the gross world. The object or person who is in the outer world, gross, how can he remove the inner desire? Because दोनों का स्थाई अलग है. Therefore, for the time being, as if when the object or person is obtained of our desire, appears that the desire has gone away. And mind you, the removal of the desire is called as sukha there. Sukha is only the absence of desire because the desired object has come. Like you desired for the coffee, so you were miserable. Then you asked for the coffee. Coffee is put there. When the coffee is put there, the desire has gone away. Therefore, you feel happy. The absence of desire gives happiness because of fulfilling of desire. But the basic logic is outer objects, how can they remove the inner desire? They appear to be removed, but it is not removed. That's what our experience. That's why कोई भी desire जिसको हम fulfill किया बाहर वो खत्म नहीं हुआ कभी भी. Because the desire is in the mind and it is born out of some other reason, ignorance. If you act upon it there is a chance for removal later, not in acting the outer world, in trying to fulfill the desires. है ना? लाइक कोई आइसक्रीम खाने का डिजायर, अब उसको आपने खाया आइसक्रीम तो उस समय फुलफिल हो गया डिजायर, गया चला गया डिजायर, दैट्स व्हाई यू आर हैप्पी. Happiness is not because of ice cream, but the desire of ice cream which was agitating my mind, that has gone away. Therefore, the peace is expressed as happiness. That is why ice cream, when you give to somebody, then also you will be happy. Therefore, the happiness doesn't depend on consuming ice cream. Happiness depends on removing the desire. Earlier it was desire to me to eat ice cream. Now the desire is to give to my brother. But the desire was the cause of misery. Desire removed, you became happy, not because of object gained. थोड़ा सा सटल है, सोच लो तो. एक तो ये हो गया, illogicity of the desire, it can never be fulfilled. That's how they are going on, growing only. Newer and newer versions are coming of desire. In trying to fulfill them, we are fooling ourselves more and more. Okay. So, desire fulfilling adds to desires. Like trying to quench the fire, you are adding fuel to it. I explained to you those shlokas. न जातु कामः कामानाम् उपभोगेन शाम्यति हविषा कृष्णवर्त्मैव भूय एव अभिवर्धते. ययाति महाराजा's quotation from Mahabharata. I told you, even Bhagavat में भी है श्लोक. कामानां कामः उपभोगेन जातु न शाम्यते. The desire never gets eliminated by fulfilling. The fulfillment of desire is like what? Havisha Krishna Vartmaiva. Krishna Martha is fire. Havisha means fuels. When the fuel is added to the fire to quieten the fire, will the fire get quietened or it will go blazing more? Havisha Krishna Vartmaiva. Havisha means by the Havihi, by the offering of petrol and all, Krishna Vartma is the fire. Bhuya eva abhivardate. More and more it grows, blazes only. Every desire fulfillment increases desires. And naturally, the other things I need not tell you. More number of the desires, less number of fulfillment of them because lack of resources and more competitors. Therefore, more and more miseries. And secondly, more number of the desires, less are the possibility of fulfill those desires in an in an honest means, righteous means. Therefore, there is 100% chance that to fulfill those desires, the dishonest means of adharma and papa is done, which will take us to naraka, त्रिविधम नरक सेदम द्वारम. और पहले हमने जो इंट्रोडक्शन में देखा, पाप से नरक. So, sense of incompleteness is the genesis of desire. About things and beings we desire, which we think when we possess them, we become complete. Therefore, we go for it with a desire. The fulfilling of desire only adds fuel only to that. It never ends it. That way, we keep on increasing number of desires. Fulfillment chances are less. Therefore, either more miserable we are, or in the attempt to fulfill them, we yield to all the other and papa, which we have to again account for in our future dukkha. यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया. Therefore, the conclusion is what? Desires are not eliminated by fulfilling them. Then desires are eliminated by going out of them, growing out of them. ये बात जिसको समझ में आया ना, he is a jackpot. He is a Nobel Prize winner. More luckier than the Nobel Prize winner. More luckier than the Olympics gold winner. More luckier than who has cracked our IAS in the top first, second, third rank. The one जिसको ये बात समझ में आती है. That desires can never end by fulfilling them. They go on growing. Desires can be conquered by growing out of them. So we have to reach to a stage of desirelessness to stop our suffering of desire prompted अधर्म कर्म leading to नरक. इतना समझ में आया ना? अब देखो, वन ब्यूटिफुल पॉजिटिव पॉइंट इज देयर. अब इसको सुनो, इतना ही मैं कहूंगा आज. क्या है? व्हाट फ्रॉम द desire starting, we told, sense of incompleteness, isn't it? Why that sense of incompleteness in us? Do you know that? Because we are identified with the incomplete, limited things. They are called our body, mind, senses, etc. Point one. Second is what? I am identifying with the incomplete aspects, but otherwise, I am such a self who is complete, who is infinite. That's called as Paripurna Chit Ananda Swarupa मैं. है ना? The desire which is born from the sense of incompleteness is illogical also because I am incomplete because of the identity with Upadhi. If you really keep away the Upadhi, I am that self which is already complete. And because of the completeness, the bliss is there. Because of the completeness, Purnata and bliss, the Ananda, there is no need of any desire. Because if a person who's fully eaten the food, they will not have desire. Because in the eating of the food, there is a fullness. ओके, बंदा 3 सिनेमा देखा, अब उसको इतना फुल खुश हो, अब देखो, अब चौथा देखोगे तो भाई भाई मेरा हो गया बस. But they're all temporary, again and again desires come. But in case of realizing our real full nature, पूर्णता, पूर्ण स्वरूप आत्मा का, अनंत स्वरूप आत्मा का, जो तत्पदम परिमार्गितव्यम करके वी हैव एग्जॉस्टिवली स्टडीड इन 15 चैप्टर, 16, 13, सब चैप्टर में पढ़ रहे हैं इस टॉपिक को. दैट पूर्ण आत्मा का हम अनुभव हो जाता है, अपूर्णता नहीं रहेगा. अपूर्णता से डिजायर के, फ्रॉम द डिजायर all the adharma papa came, with increasing the desires, never reducing, but no other way around. Beautiful thought, isn't it? That realize the infinite self. Finitude, incompleteness gone away, no desire, no samsara. Therefore, in this world, all desires bind us with more and more desire creation. There's only one desire. When that is fulfilled, it ends all desires. You know what is the desire? Desire to know the complete inner self. Fulfill that desire by going to the Guru, studying the Shastra, contemplate, meditate, realize your infinite inner self. The desire is fulfilled, then the infinity is experienced. In the infinite, there can't be desires. खत्म. जो अनंत हो गया, उसको अभी किस बात की कामना होगी? है ना? If something is not mine or me, I'll get a desire. When in the Atma Jnana, I discovered everything is my own self, the infinite self. How can I not have desire? Therefore, Kamaha, when it is for Atma Prapti, it gives the infinite Atma Anubhuti by which all Kamana and Kamana created samsara is eliminated. If that Kamana is not for the Atma Prapti, it is for any of the Anatma Vastus, then with every desire fulfillment, desire becomes strong, prompting us to do more and more sinful activities. अब ये नॉलेज इतना इम्पोर्टेंट, कौन से स्कूल कॉलेज में हमको पढ़ा रहे, कौन सा माई बाप पढ़ा रहे, वो बुद्धू लोग तो तुमको तो डिजायर में उकसा ही रहे ज्यादा से ज्यादा. बेटा ये बनो, ये बनो, पैसे कमाओ, मजा करो. These are all desires only. Which are the parent of 40 crores of Indians telling the children, बेटा ये बाहर का तो धर्म निर्माण करो, but inside you realize yourself, then you get moksha because of infinite experience. Therefore, every day go to Swamiji's class, listen to Geetha, listen to Upanishads, and be deep in the study. Which parents are telling? Therefore, the दैवा रूप, मित्र रूप, गुरु रूप होने वाले पेरेंट्स ही सबसे बड़ा शत्रु है. Those parents who teach the children Kamana, etc., and not the Atma Prapti, they are the biggest enemies to the children. I sympathize with those children that they are so unfortunate to born that stupid parents, to born to those parents. And those children who are told by parents, better in spiritual emancipation only, there is infinite bliss. To reach to that, for your inner purity, you do these outer duties and professions, not for your fulfillment of desire. My pranams to those parents. that वो बच्चों ने कहाँ का पुण्य किया कि they are born to such noble parents. अब what your parents are, you cannot decide. हो गया हो. But when you become parent, take care of your children by teaching them spirituality first, not the artha and kama pursuit by which they become animal and rakshasa and enter into naraka by doing asura gunas. अब कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है नॉलेज रे बाबा, कब सीखोगे? जिंदगी खत्म होती है फटाफट, समय तो रुकता नहीं बेटा, बिना सीखे या सीखे, बिना किए या ना किए. Time, like I'm doing class. If I had not done the class, the time would have never stopped. That 50 minutes, 27 seconds would have been spent only. समय तो रुकता नहीं. So, we have told you about what is Kamana, what is the genesis, how it becomes the cause of Naraka. Then, what is the only way to transcend the Kamana is by fulfilling the Kamana of the Atma Prapti by Atma Prapti, which is infinite, which is blissful. In that there is no finitude, therefore there is no desire for anything. That is why Atma Kamaha becomes Apta Kamaha. The desire of the self becomes the fulfiller of the desires. After all, there is no desire remains. But Anatma Kamaha is Anapta Kamaha. The one who desires the outer world, his desires never end. They keep on adding fuel to fire, grow. When the desires are more, the abilities are, resources are less, then take the bylanes of adharma, papa, all crimes, criminalities, every घोटाला आप करते जाओ. बंदे किसी भी फील्ड में है, बिकॉज ऑफ द डिजायर दे डू ऑल पाप. अब इंसान के लिए, सबके लिए नरक बन रहे वहां. हाँ, तेल गरम हो रहा है उधर. सूची मुख तैयार हो रहा है फ्रेश. मैंने कुंभी पाकम सूची मुखम सारे नरक. ये हो गया डिजायर का एक्सप्लेनेशन. एग्जॉस्टिव. आई हैव डन माय जॉब. साधना भी बता दिया मैंने. आई हैव नॉट टोल्ड यू मिलियन साधना, ओनली वन. सीक द परमात्मा, रीच परमात्मा, ऑल डिजायर्स एंड many other things I can explain to you about the other things. Better know, instead of desiring for yourself, desire for the world, so that way reduce your desires. Then have a desire for worshipping the Paramatma and be engaged in it. That purifies your अंतःकरण. ये सारा पहले बता चुके हैं, तो इसलिए वो सब छोड़ अल्टीमेट पॉइंट मैं बता. Desire of the Atman alone is fulfillable, after which no more desires come, no naraka. Otherwise, desire prompting us to do papa makes us eligible for naraka. That's the meaning of narakasya dwaram. And then atmanashanam. When you go to naraka, atmanashanam only, or the real self is forgotten, we only live at the upadhi level as jiva. That's the meaning of atmanashanam. So too, the दिमाग खराब होएगा, माइंड भी खराब होएगा, बॉडी भी खराब हो जाएगा in the effort of trying to fulfill desires. ये सब आत्मनाश है कि नहीं? डिजायर ऑफ ईटिंग ऑल दिस मसाले मिर्ची में आत्मनाशनम, द पेट खराब, 3 दिन डिसेंट्री. अब देखो भैया, बिना पानी का कुछ देते नहीं खाने को. आत्मनाशनम, हेल्थ इज स्पॉइल्ड, मनी स्पॉइल्ड, रिलेशंस आर स्पॉइल्ड. ये सारे आत्माएं हैं, इन सबका नाश होता है कामना के द्वारा. Therefore, noblest ways, I have only one desire of Paramatma Prapti. That I am pursuing through study of Shastra. What about the other things? I don't. But they themselves offer to you, but I don't take. Like Nachiketa. He never had desire other than Paramatma Prapti. That's why he went to Yamaraj. Yamaraj gave him knowledge. Other than that, before that, Yamaraj tempted Nachiketa with millions of things. He said, I don't want that. Even you freely give me. Same Prahlad. बाप ने कहा तो तेरे को युवराज बनाता हूँ बेटा, तू तो मेरा, you just forget Narayana or Hari, become my devotee, take me as the God. He said, I want to do, but what to do? He alone is God. I can't change. He was not tempted by any of the desires offered by his father. एक एग्जाम्पल ज्ञानी का, एक एग्जाम्पल भक्त का. ठीक है बेटा. अभी इसके बारे में फिर से आप सुनोगे. लॉट्स ऑफ टाइम द टॉपिक्स विल कम as long as we are together in the classes beyond even Geetha. If I take up something else for you to study with you. So what is Krodha and Lobha? Very simple they are. Tomorrow we'll study them. But see to it that life is free from Kama, Krodha, Lobha. Instead of Kamana, let there be Kamana for the Lord and service for the world. So to instead of krodha, just love the world. Instead of lobha, give what you have to the world. Instead of going to Naraka, you will go to Swarga. Instead of Atmanashanam, Atma Utthanam will happen. As simple as that. A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. Why is there any ambiguity? Same way. Kama Krodha Lobha is equal to Naraka. Give up them, no Naraka. Do the opposite of them, the positive. Instead of Naraka, you go to Swarga. Instead of self-destruction, Atmanasha, you only make your Atman realized. आप इतना क्लियरली बताया जिंदगी तुम्हारा है ओम शांति 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 एज ए यंगस्टर्स यू ओनली गेट एक्सपोज टू दोस प्लेसेस थिंग्स बीइंग्स वेयर द कामनास ग्रो मोर एंड मोर फर्स्ट टू मिस्टेक फ्रॉम दिस टोटल डिस्ट्रक्शन स्टार्ट्स सो अवॉइड दैट जितना अवॉइड किया उतना बढ़िया पूरा अवॉइड किया लकी दैट्स अ गोल avoiding all those sources which create desires in me going to only those sources which take me to the divine experience. My effort also will be like that toward the self, not for anything else. बस खत्म खेल पर वो मेच्योरिटी आने के लिए और भी सुनना और भी सोचना पड़ता है समझना just like the desire to sleep is so strong that the mother or father are waking up that fellow their sound won't be heard by them because a lazy fellow is desire of sleep but when his desire is made to सक्सेड इन एग्जाम्स एटसेट्रा एक बार बुलाते ही उड़ जाएगा नींद से उठ जाएगा वो बेटा पढ़ने का समय है कल एग्जाम है एक बुलाएगा बिकॉज हिज डिजायर फॉर स्टडी इज मोर स्ट्रॉन्गर देन हिज डिजायर फॉर द स्लीप अदर डेज स्लीप का डिजायर इतना ज्यादा है कि मम्मी पापा जितना भी चिल्लाए यू वोंट गेट अप if you understand an example it takes for us a lot of time that what we are doing with desires is only invoking naraka. So let us drop them. Let's desire only Paramatma to understand it. Some more listenings, thinkings are required. That's what I want to say. Om Apadam Apahartarandaataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyam Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane Sri Ramachandra Paraprapadera Srimad Valmiki Ramayana Ayodhya Kanda शततम सर्ग कच्छ सर्ग श्री रामायण उक्त राजनीति धर्माणाम अध्ययन बच्चे लोग करीब 2.5 महीने से हम पढ़ रहे हैं around that time 2.5 months little more so many things we saw under the heading of dharmas to be known and practiced by the raja neethis raja is supposed to understand and practice neethi is policy dharma is the righteousness राजाओं को किस नीति से किस धर्म से परिपालन करना है so that the Rajyam is happy and growing. Till yesterday we have seen all those 20 varga, 10 varga, 7 varga, 8 varga, 5 varga, 2 varga, 3 varga, 4 varga. उससे वो बड़ा वाला टॉपिक हो गया. Now we are left only with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shlokas to conclude this sarga. Then God committed myself to try to study this राजनीति धर्मास विथ यू देयरफॉर आई एम डूइंग ये हो गया अब क्या करें ना करें बाद में देखेंगे 3-4 दिन के बाद सो टुडे having finished all the topic of including sandhi and vigraha yesterday we told you the 7 types of vyuhas which are also called as saptavargam and shena syuchi vajra shakata makara danda padma these are the 7 vyuhas in which the army is arrayed so that the opposition party is defeated. Opposite army of the Shatrus. We explained it. Then the last one was in this one Sandhi Vigraha. Ki the Raja should know when to do the Sandhi with whom and when to do the Vigraha with whom. Sandhi is being together, then Vigraha is getting separated. If that Bandha is helpful, cooperative, Sandhi karo. If he is only traveling and disturbing us, Vigraha, like Pakistan, China. You can't have Sandhi with those dushtas because they always are destructive for our nation. But other countries like America, US, Japan, or even Britain, they are opportunists whoever comes into the power, they change. Some are really bad, they don't love our nation, तो उस समय उनके साथ विग्रह रखो. A new prime minister comes says no no we'll make good relations with India, संधि करो. तो इस तरह से राजा को किससे संधि करनी, किससे विग्रह करनी बताए. A good person, but by mistake, if I do the vigraha, I am the loser. Vigraha means separation. A bad person, for my selfishness, I have done sandhi, destroy me. तो बैड पर्सन कोई भी हो, हमेशा उसे विग्रह ही रखो. गुड जो है उससे हमेशा संधि का ही कोशिश करो. दिस इज हाउ श्री रामा टीचर्स भरत. टुडे श्लोका इज 72nd Vada. Another suggestion, advice a Raja should do. What is it? मंत्रिभिस्त्वं यथोद्दिष्टैः चतुर्भिस्त्रिभिरेव वा कच्चित् समस्तैर्व्यस्तैश्च मंत्रं मंत्रयसेमितः. Okay. त्वं, हे भरत, again I'll chant. मंत्रिभिस्त्वं यथोद्दिष्टैः चतुर्भिस्त्रिभिरेव वां कच्चित् समस्तैर्व्यस्तैश्च मंत्रं मंत्रयसेमितः. This is the thing to be done. हे भरत, कच्चित् तुम यथा उद्दिष्टैः मंत्रिभिः, यथा उद्दिष्टैः मंत्रिभिः means as was told in the earlier portions about which type of mantris to be selected and elected after doing it. यथा उद्दिष्टैः मंत्रिभिः. We already seen in the initial श्लोकास किस तरह के लोगों को पुरोहित के रूप में, मुख्य पुरोहित के रूप में, या यज्ञ में करने वाले हो ब्राह्मण के रूप में, और मंत्री के रूप में, सेनापतियों के रूप में किसको सेलेक्ट करना. ऑल वी हैव एग्जॉस्टिवली सा फ्रॉम लास्ट 2.5 months. तो ऐसे यथा उद्दिष्ट ही का अर्थ ऐसे वाले मंत्री भी, विद द मंत्रीस. एंड यथा उद्दिष्ट आल्सो मीन्स पोर्टफोलियोस. as per the portfolio, मंत्रीस, उनको मंत्री भी चतुर्भिः त्रिभिः एव वा, either with 4 मंत्रीस or 3 मंत्रीस. चतुर्भिः त्रिभिः एव means a संख्या depending on the requirement. कच्चित् समस्तैः व्यस्तैः च, in groups as well as individually also. मंत्रं मंत्रयसे मितः, are you doing the mantrana, the discussion mitah mutually? You must do it. So in our parliamentary language of today, if you see, the prime minister first should call all MPs जितने भी leading party में है, including coalition. With them, what is to be discussed. He should do it. General में. Then he should call for a meeting of cabinet only. है ना? Out of 290 people, everybody is not given cabinet ministry. But they are MPs. They are working their constituencies. They are given whatever is required for their constituency. Government काम करता रहता है. But उनमें से जो कैबिनेट बना है, उनके साथ बैठना है. Only cabinet ministers meeting. Like in any organization also, there is general body meeting of all members. Then the general committee members. Then the executive committee members. ऐसा होता है. So here also cabinet meeting. Second one. Third one, in the cabinet also, everybody need not be there. Some related portfolio वालों को मिलना. 2-3 portfolios meet together. And in some are the other things like transport and aviation, transport and railway. And aviation ministry different, railway ministry different, transport is different, but they get matched up. फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री सबसे मिलता है, इसलिए ग्रुप्स बनाकर 3 या 4 रिलेटेड वालों को मिलना. देन समटाइम एक बंदे से भी मिलना होता है, लाइक ओनली एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स मिनिस्टर फॉर द एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स. क्या करना है, तुम जा रहे हो उस मीटिंग में, और फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर इज गोइंग टू अनाउंस द बजट, तो उनके साथ अकेला मीटिंग. उनके साथ भी हो सकता है, द होल कैबिनेट आल्सो, बिकॉज़ फाइनेंस तो सबसे रिलेटेड होता है. सो टू द डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री, तो ओनली डिफेंस वालों से. सो इसमें क्या हुआ बात, डोंट डिसाइड योरसेल्फ, पॉइंट 1. सेकंड इज व्हाट, विद द मंत्रीज यू डिस्कस एंड डिसाइड. थर्ड, अकॉर्डिंग टू द रिक्वायरमेंट. एक से मिलो, दो से मिलो, ग्रुप में मिलो, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द एजेंडा दैट इज। टोटल नेशन रिलेटेड एजेंडा है तो सबको, पर्टिकुलर डिपार्टमेंट रिलेटेड है तो उन्हीं को बुलाओ, बाकी को क्यों बुलाते हो? बट इन एनी केस देयर शुड बी रेगुलर डिस्कशन to become aware of what is happening and to become aware of what is to be done for the betterment, and including all over natural calamities होते हैं, कैसे उससे बचना है, प्रिवेंटिव ऑल्सो। से yesterday पार्लियामेंट में चिल्ला रहे बेवकूफ लोग, दूसरे बता दिया उन्होंने, होम मिनिस्टर ने, हमने 23rd 24 25 को ही वार्न किया कि इन केरला रेन्स विल कम, द मार्शी माउंटेन्स विल बी कोलैप्सिंग, देयर विल बी प्राण नष्टम एंड द किलिंग ऑफ पीपल, therefore take care, we have told 7 days before, you have not taken care, don't blame us. You know, the meteorological department has announced, but if the people, the state government is careless about it, what can anybody do? 200 से ज़्यादा 279 people died so far. मलबे में दबे कितने थे पता है? Whole village is gone. पूरा माउंटेन इज फ्लैट। जो कल तक माउंटेन दिख रहा था, मलबा, इट्स नॉट लाइक नॉर्थ इंडियन रॉकी माउंटेन्स, ऑल साउथ इंडियन माउंटेन्स आर मार्शी, मड्डी, और बारिश में वो गिरते जाते हैं। So the meteorological department during rainy season, it knows what's going to happen. They will announce. एविएशन में, रेलवे में, ट्रांसपोर्ट में, दूसरी चीज़ों में क्या केयर लेना उनको डिसाइड करना है। वी आर ओनली टेलिंग दिस मच रेन्स इट विल कम, इरिगेशन डिपार्टमेंट, डैम कंस्ट्रक्शन, हर जगह। तो हियर भगवान रामा टेलिंग भरता, यू कांट बी केयरलेस, you have to keep on having committee meetings every day, cabinet meetings every day, ministerial meetings every day, नहीं तो तुम प्लान नहीं कर पाओगे अच्छे तरह राज्य को चलाने का। ये हुआ मंत्रिभिः त्वं यथा उद्दिष्टैः चतुर्भिः त्रिभिः एव वा कच्चित् समस्तैः व्यस्तैः च मंत्रं मंत्रयसे मितः, टुगेदर आल्सो विथ एवरीबॉडी, और इन समटाइम्स समस्तै मीन्स सब मिलाकर, व्यस्त मीन्स 1 to 1 ओनली, मिता मीन्स पर्सनल। ऐसा मिल रहे हो कि नहीं तुम, यू मस्ट मीट, तुम नहीं मिलोगे तो वो लोग काम नहीं करेंगे। क्यों? राजा ने नहीं बोला हमको, उन्होंने मीटिंग पे नहीं बुलाया, राजा तो वो है, हम मंत्री है, हम तो एग्जीक्यूट कर दे ऑर्डर, उन्होंने बुला के दिया ही नहीं। इसलिए राजा को ज्यादा अलर्ट रेस्पॉन्सिबल होना है, दिस द मीनिंग। नाउ वी आर लेफ्ट विथ ओनली 5 श्लोक, आज एक हो गया तो मे बी एवरी डे 1 I do, तो 5 days दिस पोर्शन इज ओवर, सो 10 minutes रिडक्शन इन आवर क्लास, क्योंकि ये क्लास हो गया। अब दूसरा स्टार्ट करें तो आई डोंट। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम अथ अथर्वणवेदांतर्गत मुंडकोपनिषद शांति मंत्र। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः, भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः, स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः, स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः, स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः, स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। अथ तृतीय मुंडकम द्वितीय खंड है, द थर्ड मुंडका लास्ट, द्वितीय खंड लास्ट। फर्स्ट 2 मंत्रस कहते स वेद एतत् परमं ब्रह्म धाम यत्र विश्वं नीतं भाति शुभ्रम। So the one who has searched out and discovered the Paramatma in their heart, they will know that in that Paramatma only the entire world is projected. To that Brahmagnani upasate ye akamaha, who do the upasana of him and get guidance from that knowledge, from him, that knowledge of the self, te shukrameta adivartanti dhiraha, such dhira purushas getting guidance from that Brahmagnanis about Brahmagnana, they also get that jnana and they are shukramati vartanti, means they won't enter into the womb to be born and dying as a jiva. तो ऊपर के मंत्र में लास्ट श्लोक में क्या कहा? द ब्रह्मज्ञानी वॉट एवर ही डज संकल्प इट इज फुलफिल्ड, therefore whatever your desires are there to fulfill them, worship the Brahmagyani. That's the advice at the lower level. But in this way, highest, not only the Brahmagyani has the power to bless you, guide you with the outer worldly things, he can bless you also with moksha, which is already got. So worship him for the moksha. This is our higher advice. Te shukrameta dativartanti dhiraha, those who that way worship and get guided in Brahmagnana from their gurus, they also realize the self and are freed from जन्म मरण संसार, ये है पहला मंत्र. सेकंड, कामान. अदरवाइज if somebody is not that way, going to the guru, learning from him brahmagyan and desire getting moksha, see exactly what is said in Geetha, Trividam Narakasvedam Dwaram. What is that? Kaman yah kamayate manyamanaha. The one who goes on having desires only. Sa kamabhir jayate tatra tatra. To fulfill the desire, he has to do the karma. For the fulfillment of a karma phala, he will be thrown to be born in different places. Instead of that, paryapta kama hatu. The one who has desire, exhausted all these kamanas, ihaiva sarve. Every of the desire of here he gave up. Paryapta kamastu. Paryapta kamastu krutatmanastu. The one who has discovered his self, for such person, ihaiva sarve pravilyanti kamaha, he will just to transcend all the desire. देखो क्या हमने एक्सप्लेन किया कामना का. What is said here absolutely 100% true or not. Paryapta kamasya krutatmanaha. The one who discovered the self by fulfilling the desire of discovering the self. Ihaiva sarve pravilyanti kamaha. He will transcend all the kamanas. How to dissolve kamana, I told you. Other option for the first one, kamanya kamete manyamana sa kamir jayate tatra tatra. That is, with desire trying to fulfill them, you will only increase them. And when he does the work for that fulfillment of desire, it leads to his birth in different places. वहाँ ये वस्तु मिलेगा लेकिन और भी desires बढ़ेंगे. Because the disease of desire is still in them because he has not understood the genesis of desire as we explained, and he doesn't want the solution from that standpoint. क्लियर बेटा. तो गंभीर नॉलेज है बट सुनो, आज नहीं तो कल समझ में. एज इफ यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग द फिजिक्स एंड केमिस्ट्री विच यू आर गोइंग टू द कॉलेज एवरीडे, पास होने के लिए पढ़ते. अब ये भी वाला ऐसी है, आज नहीं तो कल समझोगे. सुनो. थैंक यू. अथ द्वितीय खंड. ओम सवेदैतत् परमं ब्रह्म धाम. सवेदैतत् परमं ब्रह्म धाम. यत्र विश्वं निहितं भाति शुभ्रं. यत्र विश्वं निहितं भाति शुभ्रं. उपासते पुरुषं ये ह्यकामाः. उपासते पुरुषं ये ह्यकामाः. ते शुक्रमे तदतिवर्तन्ति धीराः. ते शुक्रमे तदतिवर्तन्ति धीराः. कामान्यः कामयते मन्यमानः. कामान्यः कामयते मन्यमानः. स कामभिर्जायते तत्र तत्र. स कामभिर्जायते तत्र तत्र. पर्याप्तकामस्य कृतात्मनस्तु. पर्याप्तकामस्य कृतात्मनस्तु. इहैव सर्वे प्रविलीयन्ति कामाः. इहैव सर्वे प्रविलीयन्ति कामाः. बहुत पावरफुल श्लोक. सवेदैतत् परमं ब्रह्म धाम. यत्र विश्वं निहितं भाति शुभ्रम्. उपासते पुरुषं ये ह्यकामाः. ते शुक्रमेतदतिवर्तन्ति धीराः. कामान्यः कामयते मन्यमानः. स कामभिर्जायते तत्र तत्र. पर्याप्तकामस्य कृतात्मनस्तु. इहैव सर्वे प्रविलीयन्ति कामाः. अगेन तद्वितीयः खण्डः. सवेदैतत् परमं ब्रह्म धाम. यत्र विश्वं निहितं भाति शुभ्रम्. उपासते पुरुषं ये ह्यकामाः. ते शुक्रमेतदतिवर्तन्ति धीराः. कामान्यः कामयते मन्यमानः. स कामभिर्जायते तत्र तत्र. पर्याप्तकामस्य कृतात्मनस्तु. इहैव सर्वे प्रविलीयन्ति कामाः. थैंक यू. ओम दुर्जन सज्जनो भूयात्. सज्जन शांतिमाप्नुयात्. शांतो मुचित बन्देभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत्. तमः सद्गमय तमसो ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्ममृतं गमय. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते. पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमशिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रयं तत्सद्ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. बोलो श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. गीता माता की जय. वेदव्यास भगवान की जय. रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. रावण महाशास्त्र की जय. वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय. श्री अंगिरस भगवान की जय. शौनक भगवान की जय. अथर्व वेदांत मुंडकोपनिषद की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सतगुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव. हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय राम राम. में श्री आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त उपासक जिज्ञास धर्म संस्थापक मोक्ष मुक्तगण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय. अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय. समस्त युवा मंडली की जय. यस बेटा, कल मिलते हैं इसी समय। थैंक यू। सद्गुरु